today we're doing a review of Passports to Adventure. It is a Waldock Way curriculum that you can buy for the year. This is a year-long curriculum. You'll probably be here watching this review because you are interested, and you probably already watched Jessica's review of everything you get in the Waldock Way when you purchase it. If not, I'm going to put the link down below and you can check out everything that it includes, but I'll kind of go over a little bit of that in the review. We did this when my kids, I have two little boys, and they were in 2nd and 3rd grade. I think the best years for this curriculum would be anywhere from 1st grade to 3rd grade. This is definitely like a starter, like a foundation. So if you like doing unit studies, this is perfect for you. If you just want everything handed to you and it's kind of like, I just want to buy a curriculum and that's what it is, and then I'll add like 1 or 2 things, this probably maybe not the one for you unless your kid's in 1st grade. So what you get when you purchase this, it's about $40 unless you get it on twice a year. I believe she has clearances, and then the first time you purchase you could add your email, and she sends you, I think, a 15% off first-time customer email. So follow her. She has a YouTube channel and like an Instagram, a Facebook page, and you can go to thewaldockway.com, and all of her stuff is there, and all videos explaining all of her curriculums. We have bought 4. We bought this one, National Parks, the Survival School one, which is the summer one, and that's a really great starter. Get to see if you like her curriculums. It's only 6 weeks, so it's a good thing for summer, and a good thing you can kind of see how she formats all of her things and see if you like it. That one is only $20. This one is $40. It comes in a downloadable, you'll get it within like an hour or 2 in your email, and you can download it on your computer and you print it out yourself. So $40, but then it depends on how much price-wise you print yourself. After that, the only required books for this curriculum is the first, I believe it's 29 or 30 Magic Treehouse books. This was all done around the Magic Treehouse, which is a book series. It's a beginning chapter book series. So I say if you have 1st or 2nd graders, you do it as a read aloud. If you have a 3rd grader, or some advanced reading 2nd graders, maybe they could read a chapter, you read 2, they read a chapter. Or if you're a 3rd grader or have an advanced reader, then they can definitely just read it themselves if you'd like. So what it involves is all these different places that they go when you first get it. And this is the book. So the series is these little kids find a magic treehouse, and it brings them, and it time travels all to different places. So you're getting a lot of history and geography in this unit study, so if your kids like that, this is definitely a good one for them. So they learn about all these different topics. Every page comes with a coloring page, a tracing, and then you illustrate however you want. You rewrite the paragraph or the sentences. Normally it's like 1 or 2 sentences, sometimes 3, and then they rewrite it underneath, and then they illustrate however they want. All 3 of those things are really good when you're doing the read aloud. They can do it while you're doing the read aloud. It keeps their little hands busy. Also, if you have younger kids, like they might not want to do the coloring, if you have older kids, they might want to do the coloring page. You can just put whatever you want. And then the last page is whatever they want. So if you have younger kids, they can just write. You can work on their spelling, on different things from the book, or what we did a lot was everything that I was like, write a sentence or 2 about things that you learned that you didn't know. So if the book's about pandas, your kids know a little bit about pandas, but what don't they know about pandas that was in the book? And then if you have older kids, you can do like a full-blown book report. So the printout, the child's, the kid's student notebook is all that. Just those 4 pages for every single book. Then you get the teacher's manual, which has the required and then not required books. So she gives you, if you're learning about this, then you might want to get that. And she gives you options and ideas and names of books, which is good if you're going to go to the library and try to find something, or you're going on Amazon, you're trying to find something. She has like a QR code that you can do for Pinterest. So there's a bunch of Pinterest boards ideas. I highly recommend that. What I did was I made a Pinterest board. I just took this first page and I wrote down on a piece of paper everything that they're learning about. So if it's like Vikings ship at sunset, I put Vikings, and I put all of them down, and I kept that. I gave one to my mom and I gave one to my sister, so if they were getting the books or they saw a book that had to do with these topics, and I kept one in my purse, so if I was at a thrift store or a yard sale and I found one of these topics, I would just grab that book. Then that way you always have it with you. I don't know how often, how long every person's different. I like to know 6 to 8 months before I do the curriculum, and I like start collecting different things, because it takes you a while, especially if you're thrifting or going on Facebook Marketplace. Those two, thrift stores and Facebook Marketplace, is a great place to get the Magic Tree House books for a bigger discount, right? So if you get a paperback book at the thrift store, it's only 99 cents. These are very inexpensive books to begin with. Even if you go to Amazon or Barnes & Noble, they're only, I think, $4.99. But you're getting 30 of them. So I had most of the collection already. They were really good books, and a lot of people had recommended them before I even got this. So when I see books that I think the kids will be interested in or interested in the future, and I see it at a thrift store, a yard sale, or Facebook Marketplace, I always buy them up. We have a full bookshelf that they can take from whenever they want. And then I keep books aside that I know, like, I'm doing this unit study in the future, so I just put them in a, in a box. So what I did was I started collecting early. I had all the topics written out, and I just, anytime I saw something at a store that was with that topic, I just kind of collected and kept adding to my little stockpile. I did one book a week. So pretty much that unit study was just that week. If the book was about dinosaurs, just that week we were doing dinosaurs. So you don't have to go crazy getting all these books. You can also, it's a whole week. So if you get 1 or 2 books and that keeps you busy the first or second day, you can easily go to the library. And these are very broad topics that it would be very easy to find books on at the libraries too. So if you're trying to save money, thrift stores, libraries, great to get your unit studies and topics. Then also I just went on Pinterest. I made a board. I made a folder and I made a board for each and every topic. She has ideas and things on the QR code in the teacher's manual, and then I just added. Anytime I saw something to do, say it was polar bears, and I saw it was like a drawing polar bears, or make, a 3D polar bear or whatever, I just throw it in the board. And if I got to it, I got to it, and if I didn't, I didn't. Some topics the kids grasped to more than others. I think the only thing that I switched, I went down the whole row in order, except for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was towards the end, and I switched that with the actual week of Thanksgiving. And then I switched it with like polar bears, which it didn't, the storyline, it doesn't go that crazy off the rails, and it wasn't hard for them to still be enthralled with the story. So you can switch some around to make it work. Like there's one with pirates, so if you're going to the beach that weekend, maybe you want to switch that around, and it's totally fine. You're not going to be too far off the storyline. It's not like, this big crazy storyline. She also has Passports to More Adventure, and that one is the same book series. It's just the Merlin Adventures. So it's, the Merlin Adventures are a little bit more magical. I mean, not like a Magic Tree House traveling in time is not magical enough, but it's a little bit more magical and a little bit more fantasy, but it's several weeks. So this did not last us a whole year. We did one a week, but it didn't last a full 180 days is how much we need for our state. So if you want to add on, you totally can. There is a Magic Tree House. I don't think it's Merlin edition, but it's Abraham Lincoln, and we spent 2 weeks doing that. I found that book. It wasn't in the first 29, and I just grabbed it, and I had so much stuff on Lincoln because my oldest loves Lincoln, and I just added to it. So if you have younger students, you can just go by what she has. But if you're having older students, you're going to have to add more to it. But it's definitely a fantastic base, a foundation for your unit studies. If your family loves unit studies, this is definitely the one for you. And also, it's such a basic start that I could probably do this when they get older, studying all the same things. I just am going to have to add a lot more to it A, they've already done it, but then B, I'm just going to have to add a lot more to it the older they get. Same thing if your children are older. But if they're younger, this is perfect. So that is my review on Passports to Adventure. There's also Passports to More Adventure, which I definitely think I'll be checking out. I'm going to do a video soon on Wall Ducks, Wizards, and Wands, which is what we're doing this year, because the boys will be in 3rd and 4th grade. And I'm so excited for that. We're all excited for that. So I'll also do a review on Survival Camp if you're interested. Just put a description down below or a like, thumbs up that you're interested. And then also I bought national parks, and we do that here and there. We don't do it like we're going to do every single national park, but if we're interested in a national park, or we're going to a state where that national park is, or if we're going to the national park, then I will have them do that unit study the week before. I hope you have a great day. So each unit study has its own little bin. These are just from the dollar store. And so I have, we are just finishing up hurricanes. Now we've got earthquakes, so they're books the boys are going to read, books that I'm going to read to them, and then the Magic Treehouse books. Sometimes I'll throw in a printout, or like a fun, this is an Usborne Sloth book, so it's a sticker book. If I have any crafts, I'll throw them in there, or books for the boys to read. Sometimes if it's too big, I'll just put it next to it. But this seems to be working out. That way I see for the next couple of weeks what we've got going on.